One day, Wii and Switch were hanging out and watching TV when all of a sudden their phone started blowing up. And the reason why their phone was blowing up was because everybody was texting them to inform them that it looks like the Switch 2 has gotten leaked. Wii U was a little skeptical, not knowing if the leak was real or just fake. But Switch was jumping up and down in excitement, and he was jumping up and down in excitement because he was about to become a big brother. But then Switch stopped jumping up and down. And he stopped jumping up and down because he realized he didn't know how to be a big brother. He never became one before. So Wii U explained to Switch that when he was made, Wii U went to brother school because he too didn't know how to be a big brother. So Switch got excited and ran off. And Wii U called him names under his breath because of the fact that he didn't even bother to get the directions to where this supposed sibling school is, and he just ran off. This episode of Plushies is called Sibling School. Switch arrived to class somehow and was surprised to find out that there was nobody there. Regardless, he took his seat and waited for class to begin. Then, to Switch's surprise, the teacher came in, and it was Yakko. So I heard the Switch 2 was leaked, Yakko said. That must mean you want to learn all about becoming a big brother. Well, I'll gladly teach you about being a big brother, Switch. But first, it's time for geography. Geography? If we're saying that right. What do you know about geography? Well, I'll gladly teach you about being a big brother, Switch. But first, it's time for geography. If we're saying that right. Geography? What do you know about geography?
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
And of course, Yakko couldn't tell Switch anything about being a big brother until he finished his song. You done? Yeah, I'm done. But it turns out that Yakko's definition of a field trip is much more different than an actual field trip. You see, Yakko's definition for a field trip was a trip to YouTube, which is ironic because he spent the entirety first half of his class saying his Nations of the World song. How is going on YouTube going to teach me how to be a big brother? Asked Switch. YouTube, Switch said confused. How is going on YouTube going to teach me how to be a good brother? It's very simple, Yakko explained. Would you like to learn from example? Sure, I guess. And you want to learn from a good example, not a bad example? Yeah, of course. So, let me show you a bad example for a big sibling, and then a good one. The bad example is a horrible brother who no one wants to have. Horrible brother? What brother could possibly be horrible enough for you to not want to... Oh, good God, not him. So after watching Caillou cry, blame Rosie, pinch Rosie, and be a horrible big brother, Switch had enough. So Yakko decided to take him on an actual good field trip this time. And this time, the field trip was to see Yakko's friends, Bluey and Bingo. As it turned out, Yakko and Switch picked the perfect time to visit Bluey and Bingo, because a kid was calling Bingo names in Kindy. And that made Bluey very angry. At first, Bluey wanted to attack the kid who was calling Bingo names in Kindy. But the more Bluey thought about it, that would get her in trouble. So, Bluey decided to make something for Bingo instead. And that was a picture she drew of the two of them together, with little hearts above them. Bingo loved the picture and gave Bluey a big hug. And once Switch saw a good example of how siblings should act, Yakko realized his job was done. So, he went off to do something much more important.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.